Yeah. Okay.
Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. We've reached a defining point in the season. Week 8 in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Virginia Tech Hokies and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Hokies head coach before the game. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Hokies headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here's the handoff. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Going over the top. Pulls it in on the right. Open spaces. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call. And kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Heath.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Running inside. It's Overton. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the defense catches a break on that one because he was open, and I think he was going to get the 1st down on that 3rd down. But, man, just lack of focus. Sometimes you want to run so fast when you're catching that ball, and you just lose focus for a second and drop that football to the turf.
He'll take it on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They feed him again.
We all
He's knocked
fucking
down a couple
block.
yards behind the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pass is knocked away, incomplete, and how good is it to have a linebacker who can cover that much ground? Clemson will send the punt team out. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run the counter. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The play action fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
After that sack, the O-line better get its act cleaned up. 3rd down coming. Going to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And the Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Catches it at the 15. He's got great speed. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Caught on the left side by Wesco. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
On 4th down, going to the air. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Heath. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The run inside. It's Overton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Finds his man, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Under fire. It's complete.
And that short completion now sets up a big 3rd down here in the red zone for this team. They haven't scored yet. They're only trailing 7-0, and this is a big one. It's very, very hard to throw the football in this area of the field. But you get the feeling a critical 3rd down now. They need something good to happen, putting a lot of trust in their quarterback to make the right decision and make the big play.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Keeps it on the draw. Moving toward the end zone, and the ball is free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And, man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
Looking to throw on 1st down. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
What a heads-up play by the defensive end that time. He saw the ball thrown out to the right-hand side, and he just stopped his pass rush and rallied to the football and made the stop and gets 2 points.
So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. Catches it cleanly at the 20.
And the Virginia Tech offense will take over 1st and 10.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last one. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Running inside. It's Overton. There's some room. Push down for the tackle.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run, so now we've got 3rd and manageable. And they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
The Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see what he can do with it. Slips through the line. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds.
Okay. Ryder. If we got him, I'm pretty sure we don't.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half.
Yeah, we ain't got him.
Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They called their second timeout. They're down to one timeout left in the half. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Maybe a pickup of two, and they'll stop him right there. And that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Moving away from pressure. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fire into the right, complete. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Not much to gain on a punt, so here they come on 4th and short from the 50. Trying to keep this drive alive. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. This quarterback needs to stay true to his mechanics. He just sort of heaved it up off the back foot.
And these mechanics are crazy. You see all these quarterbacks on the field with towels before games and doing that little salsa thing that you see quarterbacks with their hips, you know, popping through. But it makes sense because you have to have that good, strong base underneath you. Otherwise, you start to sail that football and miss your target.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Tiger. And they turn it into a defensive score.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and he showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Heath. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The run inside. It's Overton. Thrust that arm out. Ran through the tackle and he's got room to run. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's 1st down from the 38. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Makes the grab. It's Overton. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
The RPO, it's complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the missed field goal, it is still a 12-point game. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the #1 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Hoosiers in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Makes the catch. It's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. First down, 10 yards to go. Running inside. It's Overton. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Back to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Finds his man. It's Heath. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Using his legs, it's Overton. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's second and 6. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Keith. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Hokies. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Slithers into space. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Making side adjustments here. They'll go right back to it.
Oh, come on, man. Get the fuck out the way.
He goes after losing 6.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again. He'll try to take
Perfect
it back.
fucking blocking for
Drills
him.
him with the stiff arm.
Get the...
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling them up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle them up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. The quarterback sneak. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Now, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting a hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
They'll give it to Johnson. Might have a chance. He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. He'll run it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And you can tell, all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this guy goes, and they've just never been able to really get him.
Get the fuck out of here. Oh, my God, I fucking hate you.
They've had a good game plan, and the offense just has not
What
been able to
an asshole.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust
We gotta pull that motherfucker scholarship. Holy
shit. He gets
shit.
it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch around the 50. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Looking to throw on 1st down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed behind the line, it's Reynolds. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Heath. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Now the play fake. Finds his big tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Hokies look to keep this drive humming. They just keep firing. Pulls it in. It's Reynolds. So now it's second and long. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Zings it complete to the
All
right.
right. He can
Picks
fucking
up
make those
enough to
throws.
get
My
the
guy
first and
got
10
it.
from the 13. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the Hokies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Motion from the wideout. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Here's the pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to the air on second and short. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
He's looking to throw. Pass is incomplete. No good on the two-point conversion. They had tried to stretch this lead out to a field goal, but they're still up by one. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. off to Johnson.
Oh.
There he goes.
All it takes is one.
Touchdown, Clemson. And they've moved out front here in the fourth. The Tigers are back on top.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Looking to throw. And he makes the grab for the deuce.
And no bones about it for this offense. 5 wide receivers, find the space, find the matchup. He identified it. Nice 2-point conversion play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Keith. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Let me know when you're ready, Ike.
All by Virginia Tech. That's their 3rd and final one. Now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. The Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Fires to the middle. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
And this defense taking matters into their own hands. First down, you get the sack. Second down, you force the incompletion. Now sitting at 3rd and long, you got them in their own territory. Big opportunity for this defense to shut this offense down right now.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. In with the pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference. And that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, pads the lead for his team. We still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
And he's tackled at the 2-yard line, and that was a terrible decision to bring it out. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. And he intercepts it in their end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, that was absolutely incredible. I don't know if I've ever seen a play before where a defender gets a pick 6 and he doesn't actually even have to advance the football. They were so backed up. The quarterback was so far deep in his own end zone when he threw it. He never saw the defender. He picked it off, and touchdown defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Heath.
What the hell is going on?
He brought that thing out of the end zone with the idea of making a play, but he wasn't even able to get back to the 25-yard line. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. Got a man. It's Green.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble.
At the 22. And that's a first down for the offense.
On first down from their own 22. To the air. It's Baker. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
It is. Hey guys.